Hello everyone, SMA Watts here. We're about to continue our Let's Play of Microprose's Magic the Gathering. We are still hunting an undead knight. Oh, there's another one. I shall duel this undead knight. He has first strike though. Alright. Well, this is not going to be the same game we saw last time where I basically never got to cast any spells because I got mana screwed. And I think... Brass man, interesting. Um... Hmm. I think I play the Mistress Factor to try and force him to commit more to the board. Alright, well, that does not work out for me. Drudge skeletons. They resolve. Oh, excuse me. Okay, so we're looking at next turn. We Wrath. Plains. Wrath of God. And we follow it up with a Hypnotic Spectre. Which is a 3/3 because of his Bad Moon. Spirit Shackles. We still get to force our opponent to discard a Terror. Play out a Air Elemental. Still have Control Magic. The Spirit Shackles is when it taps. Yeah, so that functionally turns my Hypnotic Spectre off. But it did still 2-for-1 him. Alright, so I don't really want any of these cards. We're going to take the Dungeon Clue. East of Cold Snap Mill. You get the first move in your next duel. Alright. Oh. We are heading into the Oasis. Sorcery of our choice. Well, obviously not really of our choice. If it was my choice, I would be playing. I would get Demonic Tutor here or Dark Ritual, or not Dark Ritual. Mind Twist. All right, we're gonna take a third Wrath of God, and we're going to go ahead and go up to 3 Wraths in our deck. We'll pull out one of our Walls of Air. And I'm going to go ahead and save it in case we get spanked in the dungeon we're about to go into. All these white things coming after me. And into the dungeon we go. So my opponent always gets to start with a Marsh Viper in play, which is not the most significant of Alright, since life loss I believe carries over. Loots. We get a Zephyr Falcon. We found a Mox. Um, An Enchantress, play first, start duel. Alright, so... We're supposed to have a Zephyr Falcon in play. Oh, that was a mistake. I meant to play my library. Alright, yep. Draw a card. Kind of hoping to rip another land next turn, just natural off the top. Nothing I can cast. We're gonna pitch our Zephyr Falcon. And we're gonna draw with library on his turn. Alright, so my options are... Well, I'm gonna Wrath. Because if he has something that answers moat... Like, I really... I'll play Sarah Angel. Now, I know life loss carries over. But I don't know if... Control Magic... And let's just threaten him for lethal next turn. Like, this basically is a lethal setup. No matter what he plays, if he plays another Cockatrix, Control Magic it and kill him. Not relevant. Let's go get another little buff. Get a Primal Clay. And an Air Elemental. Oh no, I only get the Air Elemental. Annoying. We're gonna choose to play first. Start the duel. I probably should have mulliganed, huh? But the poison counters don't stay, so... I guess starting with a 4/4 haste in play, just good enough. Alright. This is most of the dungeon. And I know I don't need to fight any of those things. They are not holding me back from getting the treasure. I don't remember what other treasure was in here. Alright, we're gonna be at 3 extra life. And we're gonna be facing a dragon. Play first. Alright. Good enough for the Underground Sea. We're probably gonna be playing a turn 3 Wall of Air. Actually, if we have the option to play Hypnotic, seems like a pretty obvious call. Like, our deck's pretty good about the fact that basically every turn our opponent doesn't do something, we get closer to winning. Especially when our opponent's stuck on 2 mana, and we get the Mahamoti into play. And because we can, we're just going to swords his, because it doesn't even affect the clock. So we swords the elf, puts him even further behind. No, I don't want a wrath. That would be bad. We've got a counter spell. Let's go ahead and run out Moat. Oh, I did that wrong. I wanted to leave up 2 blue. I mean, yeah, that I could have countered that, but it wasn't really something I needed to do. Found a Black Lotus. Um, oh, ugh. Like right off the bat, just keep him from. Things are such a harsh threat. I would really like. I would have preferred if that was a Underground Sea. Though I may very well be quite happy with the fact that it wasn't. So we have double white. We have Moat mana up, / Wrath mana. We do not yet have Angel. Cockatrice, though. We cannot control magic at current. Play out our Sarah. I will trade and then reanimate. Alright, I think he's playing a relatively mana-heavy deck. Let's just go ahead and Wrath him. From my graveyard, their Angel. I probably could have attacked. Annoyingly, still don't have Counterspell mana yet. But the Mishra's Factory not being played doesn't actually prevent us from casting anything. Alright, well. Nabbit, swing in for 3. Animate Dead's not a bad card in my deck. Untamed Wilds. We got Counterspell mana too, so we just have to keep him off of whatever he's doing for another 2 turns. Actually, we'll kill him next turn with the Mishra's Factory, so Yeah, we were kind of hoping for big spell. And we're just going to go ahead and change to an assembly worker. And deal lethal. Alright, which of these has the flying ability? I'm guessing the fairy dragon, because nothing else there had flying. Alright. No, no choice, but we do have a blocker now. So hopefully we can just eat his Marsh Viper. Aspect of the wolf. Oh, change to an assembly worker. Yeah, I should have done it in response, obviously, but alright, Enchantress. Change to an assembly worker. Tap for one. Attack. Uh, no blocks, so we're gonna pump the assembly worker. Coral Helm. Uh, so okay, it does cost 3 mana to do that, so we can't do it right now. Change to an assembly worker. Pump assembly worker. If it baits it into blocking, that's even better. Obviously, pulling a white source would be somewhat ideal now. Obviously, pulling another non-land, less than ideal. Alright, let's discard the Mahamodi. If we draw, we can enchant it, but we don't have much of a clock here. Like, we need white source off the top. Um, that's game. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. That is just game. I have nothing in my deck I could draw that would actually enable me to. Oh, and he's got that too. Oh, lost a moat. Ouch. Map. He just wants us to go back across the swamp. Okay. To attack Zephyr Haven. Didn't we just save Zephyr Haven from a goblin? Uh, I'm good. Alright. Sinbad's just not the most impressive. Um, sure, we'll just go ahead and run out of Zephyr Falcon. It's a clock. All right, so we can't just run out our Sarah Angel right now. If he attacks that, we'll snap block with our Zephyr Falcon. Um, I mean, I suppose there was little reason not to attack there. Hmm. You know, allegedly the computer doesn't know what its top card is for purposes of doing things like that. I don't think I believe it. Wow. All right, so it trades its. I mean, it's certainly not bad. I traded my control magic for his Sengir and his Phantasmal Forces. I'm gonna draw a card. My library. Draw a card. Nothing really great to play up at the moment. Disenchant his Fellwar Stone, I guess. I mean, that wasn't that huge of a play. It would have basically forced me to let my Zephyr Falcon die, but the crackback would have been kind of painful. Okay, so interesting. And we're going to go ahead and discard a swamp. Uh, block, block. And there it is. Play Tundra. Play Wrath. But draw a card. Oh, good, we got another one. Island, island. Rafu. Play my own Senger. Control magic. Kind of wish I'd hold on to that disenchant. I mean, I did get 2 for 1. Not happy about it. Because basically his Sinbads were acting almost exactly like my libraries, except that, you know, they shouldn't. Alright, so now we're threatening for lethal. Opponent's got a handful of land, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. We'll take the cards. I'm just gonna bribe it. Black aiming it for a blue card. Right, we lost a moat. Put in a Mox. It's off color, but still good. Oh, that's the blue stronghold. Alright, map. Zephyr Haven's really far away. Red black amulet for any sorceries. Don't need any sorceries. Kind of need enchantments. Forget where that was. That's Zephyr Haven? Alright. I'll play first. Start the duel. Alright. Not the best start, not the worst. 2 swords, 2 lands. Alright, well, that puts us up to 3 mana. And just imagine how much more powerful it would be if that was an on-color Mox. I think it's worth just taking the 3. Then we play our blocker. Force our opponent to commit another card to the board. Yeah, then we... That was a big play. Wrath the board. Now it's yours on an open board. Sedge Troll would be great. Be a great target for me to control magic. Stone Giant. Finger. I guess I swords my own Sangir. 1/6 wall. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so I guess we control magic his Stone Giant. And he Red Elemental blasts it. Wow. This is getting kind of rough. Change to an assembly worker. Pump assembly worker. Become Wall of Wood. Why didn't that kill it? I'm confused. And out of cards. Change to an assembly worker. Pump assembly worker. For 1. Alright. Block. Block. Yeah, that was my mistake. Okay, well, now that I'm done playing like an idiot, we've finally almost kind of stabilized at 3. Dancing Scimitar. Great. Could I draw a spell? Change to an assembly worker. Where's the other one? Actually, I don't want to do it automatically. Change to an assembly worker. Alright. Block. 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 He's going to use the Oasis. Yeah, we are trading an assembly worker for... We're not. Actually, that's how we're going to do it. And we're just going to pump this assembly worker and pump assembly worker. Wow. We are so far behind. Alright, Alright, so block here. Block here. Block here. Pump assembly worker. We're just like, yeah, we need to not die. That has to block there. That has to block there. That has to block there. Alright, so we have to lose something. So pump assembly worker. Pump assembly worker. We'll force him to regenerate. That's all we can do. We have to draw like Wrath off the top. Or animate dead. I guess we animate his Shivan. Library. It is the biggest creature in either yard. And it sort of kind of threatens to eat whatever he throws at us. Change to an assembly worker. Right, you block there. You block there. You block there. Become a 5/5, and you pump yourself. Okay, I did that wrong. Change to an assembly worker. You block the... You block the dragon. Pump assembly worker. Alright, I think I hold off on a turn so that I can potentially get the library turned on. Oh. Dang it. My mistake. I guess I swing in with the dragon and hope he blocks. Didn't even think that Oasis has been really good for him. Hill Giant resolves. Draw a card. Lanes. Draw a card. Alright. We should immediately burn Strip Mine off. Already Mistress Factory, interesting. That would not have been my target. That was a really, really, really super close game. Whew. You know, we're gonna do this in the next... Never mind. Save. In the next, we will... In the next, we will attempt to take the city back. Hope you'll join me for that.